We have Zach back on the line. Grant, we're going to bring him on. Zach Freed with Red McCombs Automotive Group in San Antonio, Texas. Zach, are you on the air?
I am.
Hey, we got you back on. You're on with Grant Cardone, and I appreciate you calling in. What's your question?
Hey, Grant, how you doing today?
Good, Zach. You guys over at McCombs, y'all not paying your phone bill or what, man?
Well, we're trying to get you to, but So I had a quick question for you, Grant, regarding training, especially across different stores. How do you kind of keep different stores in a group like ours sort of motivated and engaged in training when they're kind of at some are at different levels and they have different management styles?
Well, and you guys have, I think that's different, Zach. It's a great question, but it's different for different organizations. You guys have a lot of autonomy with your general managers. Is that right?
That's correct, Grant.
So I think from your position, if you could just maybe get the GMs together and figure out the 3 or 4 things that they all agree on, because the reality is, well, how many different stores do y'all have?
7.
So you got 7 different stores, very successful. I know your Toyota store is just a unbelievable store. And you're going to have 7 different GMs probably have different ideas. I would sit down with those GMs and just say, okay, what do we agree on? What do we all agree on as a group is the best thing for the customer? And I think if we always think about the customer first, what do they want, as opposed to what does the dealership think we should do, I think you'll find 7 guys all of a sudden decide that the customer wants the same thing. The customer wants what? They want somebody positive. They want somebody helpful. They want somebody that knows what they're doing. They don't want to spend all day there. As laid back as the people are in San Antonio, when they get to a car dealership, all of a sudden they're in a hurry. So if people don't want to spend 4 and 5 and 6 hours, if you can just get those 7 GMs to agree, hey, people want it quick, they want it fast, and then the GMs will start thinking about what are some ways that we could speed things up for a customer, what are some ways that we could all be positive as soon as we greet a customer. Hey, welcome to Red McCombs. Thank you for coming here regardless of where you're at in the buying purchase. We're glad you're here, and Mr. McCombs is glad you took the time to stop here. If you could just get everybody saying the same thing, and that would be about getting the GMs maybe just to find the things they do agree on and then execute and implement on that.
Zach, what do you say? Zach, what do you say, man? Did I answer your question?
It did. It actually spurred another one. If you got another second for me.
Sure.
Sure, man.
Grant, you talked about speeding up the process. What are some things? What are some things that you see out there when you're traveling around that there are some new and innovative things people are doing to help speed up the process? Because I completely agree with you that customers don't want to spend 4 and 5 hours at a dealership.
Hey, Grant, can I just say?
Yeah,
how about can I just say this? Grant? How about hire Grant for starters? I don't know, but go ahead.
No, that's all right. But I got to get your GMs to like me first. The first thing I would do, look, we just did this project with Chrysler, okay? We changed what's the exact number, 192 or 194? No. What did we change their ratings? We just took, last year we did a project with Infinity where we shortened their sales process. We took them from almost the bottom of the CSI reports to the second of all automobile manufacturers. It was the single biggest move in the history of the automobile business on SSI or CSI scores. And the way we did that, Zach, was we shortened the process to actually 5 steps. And, when you're working with that many stores, we just did the same thing with Chrysler, by the way, okay? Chrysler that made the transition opposed to Chrysler dealers that weren't involved in the training project, there was a 192% increase in 4 different metrics. And again, all we did there was reduce from 10 or 12 steps down to 5. And we sat down with a group of people and just said, look, if you advertised that we had a 12-step selling process, if you told the public, come to Red McCombs, we're going to take you through 12 steps, you're going to be here 3 to 4 hours, first thing we're going to do is greet you, then we're going to sit down and qualify you, the third thing we're going to do is maybe appraise your car, the fourth thing we're going to do is make you drive a car, the fifth thing nobody would do that. And the presentation that we made, Zach, to some of these OEMs was, if you can't advertise it, and this might be a good thing to bring to your GMs, if you can't advertise it, something's wrong with it.
That's good.
Because I should be able to tell the public exactly what I'm going to do to them. I should be able to tell the public, you're going to come in, we're going to say hello. That hello is going to last 20 seconds. We're going to do it one time. Second thing we're going to do is appraise your car. And the reason we're going to do that is because you drove up in it. We're going to appraise your car, get that started while me and you go find the car you want. Then I'm going to give you numbers on it, and then you make a decision. You're the only one that can make a decision to buy it or not buy it. That's what we do here. We say hello to you, we appraise your car, you pick out a car you want, then we give you numbers on it, and you make a decision. See, I could advertise that. If I can advertise it, one, I could remember it. Now I force your people to do it because we advertised it. The public wants whatever you said on TV or radio or the internet. And the third thing is I can actually remember it and do it because most salespeople can't remember the 12 steps. Look, not even an alcoholic wants to do 12 steps.
That's good. Zach, man, I appreciate you coming on the air, brother. That's I know you guys are busy over in San Antonio, but this is some good stuff. I think our listeners are going to take a lot away from it. Appreciate you coming on.
No, I appreciate you having me on, and Grant, thank you for taking the time to answer a couple of my questions today.
Hey, Zach, I appreciate you, man. Let me know if I can do anything to help. And I'd like to offer to get all the Red McComb store on our strategy of the week. And I would do that for all 7 of your stores for no cost at all because I love the Red McCombs group.
Nice.
Send me some info on that. We'll take a look at it.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Zach.
Thanks, guys. Have a great Halloween.
Hey, you too, man. Thank you. Have a good weekend.